In 2010, we published the first 4 volumes of the Encyclopedia Antonio Stradivarius. 148 violins, violas and cellos made by the most famous of all violin makers were documented and reproduced in authentic, life-sized photographs. The response to these books from our more than 1,000 subscribers was staggering and persuaded me to continue the series.
So haben wir im Laufe der Zeit weitere 150 Stradivaris.
In the meantime, we have tracked down and, with the owner's permission, documented a further 150 Stradivaris. A long pattern, 1698, to look at. Wonderful. If you compare that to the 200% photo, you can see many things better in the picture. Beautifully crafted, really lovely. It's fascinating to have an overview of the different creative periods like this, and to see so many examples and compare them with one another. With this violin, for example, you can really see how similar the position of the F-holes is to that of this other one. Probably only a few weeks lie between the production of the 2 instruments, or perhaps they were even made at the same time. I find it extremely interesting to be able to compare all of these fine details.
A book like this hasn't been published, and definitely not the quality of the material provided, whether it's the pictures or the biographical information and the history of the instruments, and they're all full size. So it's practically like having the violin at your disposal, and even the cellos, you can fold it out in full size, which makes an enormous picture.
Die Ausklapptafeln der Celli und Bratschen, auf denen die
The fold-out, life-size reproductions of the cellos and violas are worked into the books by hand. They offer a unique insight into the master's work. Our documentation makes it possible to examine and study more than half of the remaining Stradivari instruments from every period of his creative life. Developments in the form of the scroll, F-holes, corners and purfling, as well as the body, can therefore be clearly identified, enabling a unique, exciting and even scientific study of Stradivari's work. The accompanying DVD contains high-definition photos of the scroll, F-holes and waist of each instrument, as well as its measurements. The measurements and archings of the instruments are available as PDF documents, which you can easily print out and use. A particular specialty are the 360-degree shots, which have now become possible through new technology. Here you have the chance to wander virtually around the instrument while sitting at your computer.
Meine Kamera ist eine ehemalige 6x8 Mittelformat.
My camera is a former 6x8 medium format camera, which I use with a digital backpiece. The high resolution enables an excellent picture quality and an excellent printing result, so the viewer can really see every single detail of the instrument.
Im Instrument erkennen kann.
We deliberately had the books printed by Heidelberg printing machines because they could guarantee the best quality. The slower runtime of the printing process and the experienced printing team ensured that the quality was of the highest level. Every single sheet was checked and signed by me and by the photographer Jan Röhrmann. This work definitely paid off, since we later received many compliments from our Stradivari owners on the precision of the photos.
Grundlage und Quellen sind neben den Dokumenten.
Alongside the documents accompanying the violin or the instrument, the fundament and source of our information comes from the excellent works of Goodkind and, before him, Ernest Doring, which present valuable sources even today. Because we also look into the collectors and owners of the instruments, we are able to put together a picture of the passion for music and collecting shown by manufacturers, musicians and aristocrats.
Die Deluxe Edition der
The
Stradivari
deluxe edition of the Stradivari books is a highlight. Bound in high-quality burgundy leather and with embossed lettering and three-sided gilt edging, It is a book whose timeless, elegant design is sure to impress. The deluxe volumes are strictly limited to 100 copies and are hand-numbered, which makes them particularly attractive to collectors.
Wir sind dabei, das Werk zu
We are
vervollständigen.
currently in the process of completing the oeuvre and expect to release volumes 5 to 8 at the end of 2015, thus preserving around 300 of the approximately 500 remaining Stradivaris for posterity.
Nehmen Sie teil an der Geschichte ums
Become a part of the histories surrounding Stradivari's jewels of violin making and reserve your personal copy.